baseball on the OH Report. We regroup at Apple Creek, Ohio, here at Waynedale Stadium at Waynedale High School. Golden Bears looking to go a perfect 14-0 today in the WCAL, standing in their way. The team they played yesterday, the Hillsdale Falcons, who sit 11-7, 9-4 in the WCAL. They're looking for their 10th win in the league here tonight. Beautiful day for baseball. We're going to take a quick break, come back with first pitch on the OH Report.
Catch the best plays from this game and all others on the OH Report every Wednesday on the Roundup with me, Big League Party.
Flexdale, and more, all hand-picked for Shop local.
So far this series. Had a couple of appearances, mostly in relief. So today, a potential chance for him to get a win in the win column to start things off. Bears taking on the Falcons in Game 2 of a WCAL doubleheader. First pitch is low and away. So Jordan Miller last pitched in their loss to Glen Oak. He sneaks one in the zone, just on the knees there. Count evens up at 1-1. but that was their first loss of the year. Waynedale sits 20-1 right now on the season. Another one sneaks in for a strike. They are a perfect 13-0 in the league, however. And with this being the last game of the year, they could clinch perfection if things go their way in this one. Next pitch. This one high. Evens the count back up at 2. Brock Bauer at the plate, trying to help along this Falcon offense that has struggled a little bit coming into today. Takes one here, gets a full count out of the first AB. Bauer, a .361 hitter, .451 OBP as well. He has scored 16 runs this year for Hillsdale. That is a team high. Payoff pitch comes from Jordan Miller. Misses low and potentially away. That is ball 4, so the first runner reaches for the Hillsdale Falcons. Some solid start. Solid start to the day if you're Hillsdale. So Miller will have to hone back in. Just go right at the next hitter. This is Kyle Turk, the sophomore. Decent lead from Bauer. Won't go this time. Pitches in for a strike. Kyle Turk hitting .298. However, went 0 for 3 yesterday against the Waynedale defense. Next pitch. Swung on. This is curling fair. Right fielder won't get there in time. Barkman scoops it up. Runners go first and second. Nobody out. Solid start for Hillsdale. Here's another look brought to you by Fickes Furniture. Barkman had a lot of ground to make up. Just couldn't get there in time. Station to station go the Falcons. Starting pitcher in the plate for Hillsdale. We'll see him in action at the bottom of the first. Cale Lewis pops this one out to the outfield. And Josh Yoder underneath it makes the first out for the Golden Bears. Cale Lewis, first pitch swinging. Doesn't work out that time. Runners will stay where they are, not nearly deep enough to try and tag from second. Another first pitch swing, this one in foul ground. Tough play to make. However, the first baseman, Troyer, able to get there. Looked like Jordan Miller tried to draw interference on the runner. Didn't need it anyways. 2 out. So quickly retired is Hoffman. Here comes Brady Heller. Miller from the stretch. Another first pitch swing, grounded over to short. Tough play over there. Throw to first, however, is in time. And Coblentz gets it done, sends us to the bottom half of the first. Hillsdale get their first 2 runners on. However, nothing else doing from there. We'll take a break. Come back with Waynedale's bats on the OH Report.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Let's go between the bases with North Central State College. As you see, Cale Lewis warming up out on the field, ready for Hillsdale's bottom half of the first, where Waynedale will get a chance to try and put some runs on the board. Let's talk about the visitors first. Hillsdale Falcons just saw them up to bat. They went through 5 hitters, had the first 2 reach, next 3 were retired, all on the first pitch. Jason Snow leads this group to an 11-7 record. They are ranked 20th in Division 5, but they have lost 3 of their last 4 games. But you see the opponents they've played. Of course, Waynedale yesterday, they lost 10-0. And they played a tough 2-game series with Norwayne as well that they were fortunately able to split. Player spotlight for the Hillsdale Falcons, someone that I think needs to start getting going for them offensively, is Knox Lewis in the month of May. .273 average, not awful considering some of the other numbers from some of his teammates, but he is someone that they're going to want to step up moving forward. 2 RBIs, a run as well. And they've got playoffs coming up next week, so got to make sure everybody's focused in, ready to go, and make another deep run just like they did last year, making their 2nd ever state Final Four appearance. Keys to victory for Hillsdale. I think the big key out on the mound right now is Cale Lewis. You want to make sure you can get as many innings from him as you can. And then also, just like they did in the top half of the first, can't strand any runners. Leading off for Waynedale is Shane Coblentz. First pitch in for a strike. Coblentz, 375 hitter so far this year. Takes one in the dirt. Coblentz, an absurd 30 runs scored this year. 20 of those have come in non-league play. Takes one low at the knees. That is in there for a strike. Count is 1-2. Nearly a 500 OBP. Next pitch. High and away. Count even at 2, looking just like the first at-bat for Hillsdale, where they worked a full count. We'll see if Shane can do the same. Next pitch from Cale. Gets a swing and a miss in the dirt. Catcher will tag and get the out. Get another reset there from Cale Lewis. Take a look at this pitch. Good breaking ball. Got Coblentz out in front. Saw that again thanks to Fickes Furniture. Next batter, the lefty, Tristan Franks. And quickly ahead is Franks, 2-0. Next delivery from Lewis is inside, got away from the catcher as well. So quickly up 3-0 is Tristan. Been a rough May so far for him, batting 118. But he's been a patient hitter this year. And you see it there again. That is his 10th walk so far this year in WCAL play. That leads the team. So both teams able to get runners on here in the first inning. Quick pickoff attempt, not in time. And this will bring up the hot-hitting Cam Miller. Franks will lead at first. Cam takes strike one. Miller hitting .412. That's a team best. And it's not even close. Another pickoff attempt. Franks gets a hand in there. Count 0-1 to the hitter Miller, sophomore. 2 for 3 with a walk in yesterday's action. Another lead from Tristan, making Cale think about him more. Franks will stay at first on that pitch that misses outside. Even count 1-1. Next pitch from Lewis, fouled back. Miller seemed to like it, though. Just got a piece. Counts 1-2. Bottom half of one, runner on first. One gone. There's the third pickoff attempt on Franks as he leads off over at first. Mosier holds him on. Next pitch. That misses high. Even 2-2. The go-to for the Bears in the league. Waits on another pitch as we see another throw over to first. 0 for 4 so far, Cale, on those pickoff attempts. Another big lead from Tristan. Next pitch, Miller pops it up. Tough play. Right fielder's not nearly going to get there. And station to station go the Golden Bears. So that, again, looks nearly identical to what we saw in the top of the first for Hillsdale. That time it's Brady Heller who's not able to make up ground in right to go get to the baseball. Miller at first. Pitch misses high to Jordan Miller. So you've got Cam over at first, Franks at second. Cale Lewis, this is going to be pitch number 15 so far. This one belted out towards left. Backtracking, not able to make the play, is Turk. Rounding third, Franks heads home. He's going to score. And runners now sit at second and third with just one out. And the Golden Bears strike first blood. Jordan Miller had 5 RBIs yesterday. He's already got 1 here in the bottom half of the first. And that one was destroyed out to left where Turk was spinning all over the place trying to figure out where that ball was going to land. Next hitter is Josh Yoder, takes an inside pitch for ball 1. See the next one from Cale, that one high and also inside. So Waynedale already out to a solid lead. And the next hitter already out to a solid count, 3-0. Runners on second and third. Taking all the way, that'll sneak on the top edge of the zone. Jordan Miller at second, Cam Miller at third. At the plate is Yoder. Here's a pitch. That one fouled back. Count moves to 3-2 for Josh. 367 hitter, 0 for 3 yesterday. But he did score after reaching on an error in the third. And he's going to reach here on a walk. And that will load the bases for the Golden Bears. With a dangerous hitter to the plate, Jaden Schleback. 350 hitter, and he had a solid day yesterday, so this is not the sight you want to see if you're Hillsdale. Cale sneaks one into the zone for strike 1. But Jay Schley had a 3 for 4 day with a double and a homer yesterday. Count even up at 1 after that one in the dirt. From the windup, Cale sends it into the zone. It's fouled off by Schlebach. Lewis up ahead in the count, 1-2. Schlebach, his efficiency has mostly come in non-conference play, but he's starting to open it up into the WCAL. As this is grounded to the pitcher, they'll go home to get the out. Attempt to go to first. The throw is wide. Extending over to home. Not going to be able to get it done. Jordan Miller is out, and he's hurt, it appears. So they go to the throw for first. Mosier comes off the bag, brings it back home, and a close play is called out by the umpire. That whole sequence brought to you by Fickes Furniture. So they get out of that stretch, Hillsdale, with just 2 runs crossing the board. Waynedale 2, Hillsdale nothing. We'll take a break, come back with the second.
Looking for quality furniture with hometown service? Fickes Furniture in Dromesville has been family owned and trusted since 1941. We feature top brands like Heritage, Smith Brothers, Flexsteel, and more, all hand-picked for comfort and durability. Customize your space with full room packages or made-to-order pieces, designed to fit your lifestyle and budget. Shop local, shop smart. Visit our showroom or browse anytime at fickesfurniture.com.
Jordan Miller is making his way out to the mound. He took a tough dive and seemed to hurt himself a little bit. He's going to try it out, though. Try to pitch here in this second inning after getting a solid start for the Waynedale Golden Bears. Speaking of the Golden Bears, we continue to go between the bases, and we'll spotlight what they have done this season, and what they have done has been significant. They've been really good this year, not just in the league, but overall, 20-1. That one loss coming to a school in Glen Oak that is many divisions higher than Waynedale sits right now this year in the OHSAA, and they've really taken care of everyone they've needed to. So if they went into a game expecting to win, they've been able to win. That Glen Oak game was definitely a toss-up, really good, bigger school and a bigger program, but they were able to keep it to within one run, and they've secured their first WCAL title since 2022, and you see that little nugget there that says that the last time they swept Hillsdale was in that season where they won the league. Player spotlight today is a name we've said a lot, as he's getting checked out by the trainer right now. Jordan Miller, starting pitcher today, and he just drove in an RBI double to extend his average here in the month of May, but that's the numbers you see coming into today. 410 RBIs, make it 11 now, 2 homers, both came yesterday. So he's just been on a completely different level, as we hope to see the junior back out to pitch, as he's still getting checked out by the trainer. We'll take it back out to him in a moment, but before we do, keys to victory for Waynedale. We already saw one of them hit. Quick hitters, want to make sure you get out to a solid start today. Make sure that you can set the tone for what you want to do here against Hillsdale today, and then also keep the Falcons at first base. This isn't a team that has too many extra base hits to their name. They're more of a small ball team that gets a ton of singles, tries to drive in runs that way, maybe some walks here and there. But if you can make sure to not get runners in scoring position at all in this game, of course, you're likely to win, because you're not going to be beat by Hillsdale with the big fly, most likely. So we take it back out to the field. You see Hillsdale in the dugout, hoping to find some new life. Well, now they're going to have to adjust to a new pitcher, because they have went ahead and made the change. It's going to be Evan Yoder, who comes into this game for the injured Jordan Miller. And he'll try to set that same tone that was set by Miller in the top half of the first. He did let 2 runners on in the first 2 ABs, but from there shut them down with 3 pitches, 3 outs and 3 pitches. There's the numbers on Yoder so far this year, 1-0 on the season, 150 ERA, 11 Ks. Opponents are hitting .276 against him, so definitely not towards the top of the pitching staff for Waynedale, but still very serviceable and should have a good game today here against these Falcons. He'll continue to warm up. 2 innings of work for him against Glen Oak on May 9th. That's the last time we've seen him on the mound. He did play yesterday, but only for a short while. He had an AB. Played first base yesterday against Hillsdale, and he had an at-bat, but was quickly taken out. He was replaced in that game by Hudson Barkman, who ended up hitting a home run. So it ended up being a home run substitution for Coach Dougherty. Last warm-up pitch for Yoder. And after a little bit of a stretch there, where Waynedale fans had to hold their breath, hoping that Jordan Miller's okay, it appears that he is okay. It's just not ready for him to try and mess up that arm, especially when he hurt his shoulder. That's what he was kind of motioning towards when he dove for home at the end of the first inning. Yoder will get things started with Knox Lewis, who swings at the first pitch. This one's popped out to left. Easy catch for the first out. Play made by Cam Miller over in left field. Next up, Colton Mosier, 2 for 2 in Game 1 last night. He was the only Falcon to record multiple hits. Breaking pitch here, misses inside. So that was 4 pitches, 4 outs before this at-bat for Hillsdale. Next pitch is in there to even this one at 1-1. Colton Mosier, junior, 279 average. Next pitch from Evan. Breaking ball just did not dip. Colton's up ahead, 2-1. Next delivery. Fastball, that time it's in there. Counts 2-2. The junior tries the breaking ball again. It's just not working so far. Finds himself in a full count with 1 gone. Next pitch just misses high, went back to the fastball, let him down at that point in time. So Colton reaches first, continues to get on base for the Falcons. That's just something that they've needed to get done lately. And they're going to turn on another junior. This is Hunter Hickey. Takes the first pitch. And this helps Hillsdale because you've noticed Yoder's missed most of his pitches high, and you got a shorter player in the box. From the stretch, this one, however, has no problem reaching the zone. Even back at 1-1, Hickey was a designated hitter yesterday, went 1 for 2. Next pitch from Yoder, that's fouled off. Hunter certainly helped the pitcher out there just a little bit. 1-2 count with 1 on here in the top of the second. Last thing you want to do here is ground 1 to second or short. See how Yoder plays this. Breaking ball low. It's now 10 pitches on the day for Evan Yoder. Looking to go on the outside edge. Swing and a miss. 12th strikeout of the year for Evan Yoder. Still a runner on first, 2 outs now. And this will bring up Deacon Borman. Swings at the first pitch, and that's lined into center for a base hit. Runners on first and second for a second straight inning for the Falcons. This time, however, with 2 outs, as there's a solid swing out of Deacon, who will stand at first. Mosier moves to second. They've got some decent speed out on the base paths right now. Same thing can be said about the guy in the box right now. Back to the top of the lineup for the Falcons, as taking the first pitch for a strike is Brock Bauer. Yoder's next pitch goes to the lower end of the zone, and he's up ahead 0-2 to the top of the lineup. If you're Hillsdale, this needs to be where you strike. Got to find something to get to the outfield. Not going to get opportunities like this often against a Waynedale team like this. Next pitch, swung on, lined into the outfield, and this will get down. Rounding third, heading home is Mosier. Throw is on target, and that forces Mosier back to third, so bases are loaded. You're going to see Miller make a really good run in on this baseball and throw it straight home, use the ground nicely. And they're going to have to rely on Hillsdale now on Kyle Turk to drive in a run, or at least work a solid count. 2 gone, bases juiced. First pitch swing and grounder over to short. Backhanded, they'll go to third for the out. They still got him. They tried to tackle him even though it was the force was on, but the play nonetheless is made. And we are going to take a break. Still 1-0 Waynedale with the edge as we head to the bottom of the second.
Looking for quality furniture with hometown service? Fickes Furniture in Drumsville has been family owned and trusted since 1941. We feature top brands like Heritage, Smith Brothers, Flexsteel, and more, all hand-picked for comfort and durability. Customize your space with full room packages or made-to-order pieces designed to fit your lifestyle and budget. Shop local, shop smart. Visit our showroom or browse anytime at fickesfurniture.com.
Not only was that loss for Jordan Miller bad on the pitching side of things for Waynedale since he started this game on the mound, as you see him in the dugout right now, but he's been the hottest hitter for Waynedale thus far. He's already see ice on his shoulder, hoping everything's okay with him there. But the Golden Bears will have to do without him the rest of this game. Didn't get to show Cale's numbers in the first inning, so there they are, 4-1, 3.04 ERA. 32 Ks, that's second on the team. Here's Braden Steiner at the plate. Pops this one up on the first pitch. Tough work over and right, and yet again, that'll get down. So the first batter reaches base here for Waynedale to put the pressure on the sophomore on the mound. Waynedale's third hit of the game. This will bring Logan Troyer up. And we'll see Steiner with the solid lead. Squaring to bunt, that'll get down. Lewis scoops, tosses to first. Second baseman covers, makes the catch. Tough play, you'll see the tail end of it. Looks like Wilson called off the first baseman, and that from Mosier forced him to duck away. Nearly got in the way of the play. Nonetheless, there's the first out. Runner moves to second on the sacrifice. And here is Hudson Barkman. He'll take one low. Barkman, 268 hitter. Hit one of the Bears' 4 home runs yesterday. He scored 10 runs this year. Swings and misses on that. Count is 1-2. Fouls that one off. Waynedale yesterday against Hillsdale, of course. They've been really good offensively all season long, but specifically yesterday they had 14 hits to go along with 10 runs to Hillsdale's 0. They saw hits from 8 separate players as Barkman swings that one outside and is retired. So 2 gone, runner on second. In a 1-0 ball game between the Golden Bears and the Falcons. We return to the top of the lineup. Shane Coblentz takes to get ahead in a 2-0 count. Talked about the 8 hits, 8 different players with a hit, 5 of which had multiple hits. And Coblentz lines this to center. He's going to get a hit for himself. Rounding third, heading home is Steiner. Close play at the plate, and Knox Lewis can't hold on. It'll get to the backstop, and second over at second with a double is Shane Coblentz. Golden Bears lead now 2-0. As Steiner is scored by Coblentz with a two-bagger. Wind starting to pick up here at Waynedale. Tristan Franks reached on a walk his first time up. Hasn't really seen much that he's liked so far, as if I can recall, hasn't swung at anything. And he's ahead 3-0 in the second AB. That one will sneak in, though. Taking all the way was Franks. If he can reach on deck is Cam Miller. Next pitch from Cale Lewis. Swung on, popped foul. Count is full, 3-2. Payoff. Low, there's the second walk of the day for Tristan Franks. Runners on first and second now with 2 out. This is the last guy I think you want to see outside of Jordan Miller, and that's why right there. This one's belted into left center. It'll get down. Coblentz will score from second. Franks moves to third, and he'll stay there. As the throw in will give a double to Cam Miller with an RBI. First appearance for Evan Yoder after subbing in for the injured Jordan Miller. And Yoder swings at the first pitch, this one to the outfield. That'll be traced by the center fielder, Brock Bauer, who ends the inning. But not without some damage being done. Waynedale leads 3-0.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Golden Bears lead 3-0 over the Hillsdale Falcons, looking for their 14th win in the WCAL out of 14 games. So it would be the first time they've gone perfect in the league in quite some time. Yoder continues to warm up. He went in the second inning, but was thrusted into said role here in this game today after Jordan Miller's injury. Seems as if Yoder has adjusted well a situation like this, I would presume that Yoder already knew today that he was likely going to go out and pitch, depending on how many innings Miller could go. I don't think he knew, Yoder, that it would only be one. And that it would be in a situation like this if it was that case. Getting thrown in the second inning, you've already got a lead. And because Miller didn't go enough innings, you could be in position for the win here. Cale Lewis leads off for the Hillsdale Falcons. First pitch is in there for a strike. Lewis takes another. Looks frustrated with that call. Thought it may have been a little high. Lewis is 0 for 1 so far today. He went out on the first pitch. Cale calls time. He'll step back in. Back in the count, 0-2. Here's the 20th pitch from Yoder today. Swung on line into center. Yoder won't get there in time. Cale's got a single. So Josh Yoder able to bring it back into the infield, but Cale will stand at first. There is another leadoff base runner for Hillsdale. Up next, Aiden Hoffman. He also retired himself on the first pitch in his last at-bat. Lewis not too much of a lead at first. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Breaking pitch that hits Hoffman in the hands, but he swung and hit it first. And he's now behind 0-2. Top half of the third, 1 on, nobody out. Breaking ball nearly snuck back in. It's inside. Aiden Hoffman, a .327 hitter. However, he did go 0 for 3. And also struggled on the mound yesterday in game 1 of the series. Breaking ball. Gets out in front of that. It gets past the third baseman, and there will be no play. Steiner couldn't field it cleanly. Coblentz was there for backup. But that does not change the end result. Runners on first and second. Still with nobody out. And this is now 3 straight innings that Hillsdale's gotten runners on first and second. Yet you see the scoreboard, they've still got no runs. There's a sacrifice to move them all along, and they could even get the runner over to first. And that they do. A bobble over on the mound by Yoder allows the speed of Brady Heller to make the bases loaded. And here's the player spotlight we talked about. Knox Lewis. He's got ducks on the pond. Can he deliver? Pitch from Yoder. Taken outside. 273 here in the month of May. He has really kicked it on as of late compared to his 207 average that he sits at right now. Takes a breaking pitch in the zone. I think the main task right now is you want to try and just get the ball in play and see if good things can happen. That he does here, pops it up over the pitcher, it'll get down. Easy play will be at second, as Heller had to wait to see if they caught the ball, but that does score a runner for Hillsdale. Cale crosses home plate. It's 3-1. So on that funky pop-up, Knox Lewis will reach on a fielder's choice. Runners on first and third after they made the out at second. Here's Colton Mosier. Takes strike one. Knox leads off hardly, but he does, over at first. First pitch swinging, that's just foul. Or second pitch swinging. Get you a second look at that. Certainly close. Would have been, in my eyes, at least a double if that stayed fair. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball. Just barely missed. Mosier with 10 RBIs. He is just one of 3 players this year to hit double digits in that category for the Falcons. Swings and misses on that pitch, and that's 2 gone. Nice breaking ball that Mosier was out in front of, and Yoder's got a second strikeout today. Lefty Hickey reaches plate. Yoder sneaks one past. Hickey's got 5 RBIs this year. OBP is 448, so you like that number. Over there, he swings and misses and loses his bat. He's down 0-2, and his spirits are down a little bit after that. Next pitch just misses outside. Right back to where we were in the last batter. 1-2 count. From the stretch, here's Yoder's delivery. That one just fouled off. Count stays 1-2. Knox Lewis at first, Aiden Hoffman at third. Chance to score at least one here. Runner goes. Lewis running towards second. Throw is not cut off, and they get him. Good communication by the infield to let that ball through to get the out at second. Damage is minimal for Waynedale thanks to that play over at second. It's 3-1 Waynedale. We head to the bottom of the third next.
Looking for quality furniture with hometown service? Fickes Furniture in Drumsville has been family owned and trusted since 1941. We feature top brands like Heritage, Smith Brothers, Flexsteel, and more, all hand-picked for comfort and durability. Customize your space with full room packages or made-to-order pieces designed to fit your lifestyle and budget. Shop local, shop smart. Visit our showroom or browse anytime at fickesfurniture.com.
Okay, Lewis continues to sling it for the Falcons here in this one. We've reached the bottom half of the third in a close contest. Golden Bears lead 3-1. Falcons just struck in the top half of this inning. And it was thanks to a fielder's choice on a pop-up bloop past the pitcher that landed with the bases loaded. Runner from third scored. Doesn't matter how you do it, but it matters if you get it, and that's exactly what you're thinking if you're Hillsdale, because you've had a couple of situations where you've stranded runners in scoring position already in this game. Just needed to find a way to get at least one across, and that you did in the top of the third, and we'll see if they can get some momentum from their pitcher after he was the run that scored. First pitch swinging, and a tough play over at right is not made, and that will get a runner at second to start this inning as Josh Yoder dives into second base. Just appears that it was lost in the air by Brady Heller in right. So that will certainly go down as an error. And that is no bueno if you're Hillsdale, because nobody out. They've already got a runner in scoring position. They could even score him here. Backtracking Bauer doesn't have anywhere to go to get that baseball. Goes behind his head, and Yoder in 2 pitches scores here in the bottom of the third. What a response by Waynedale as Jay Schley is able to drive in a run. Coach is coming back out. We'll have a meeting on the mound here for Hillsdale after that whole situation. It's a 4-1 ball game. You see the meeting on the mound on your screen. Seems awful early to go away from Kale here in this game. I think they're going to try and get more innings out of him. Just a little pep talk. And that's exactly what it is as they break. So after that meeting, first batter to face for Kale is Braden Steiner. Still same situation. That pitch gets to the backstop. And rounding third, there could be a chance for Schlebach to go home as Kale finally scoops it up and keeps that runner at third. Just seemed like Knox didn't know where it went, so he just wanted to go call for Kale to go get it out of the backstop. 1-0 count here to Steiner. Swings at this, belts it out to right. This time Heller will make the catch, but it seems as if it will serve as a sacrifice, and there's another run across the board for Waynedale, 5-1. So Steiner gets the job done. That's already 2 runs here in this inning. As Troyer takes the first pitch that ends up in the dirt and past Knox Lewis again. Got to try and reel things back in if you're Hillsdale. That's 3 wild pitches in your last 4 throws. Counts 2-0. Another one in the dirt. Lewis winds up again. Inside. Ball 4. So a new runner on base for Waynedale. It is Troyer over at first. After that 4-pitch walk, this is Hudson Barkman at the plate. First delivery misses high. Lewis is prone to throw over, wants to keep these base runners honest for the Golden Bears. This time goes to home and delivers a nice breaking ball. Counts 1-1. Another pickoff attempt. That one was close. Third time they've gone at Troyer. Next pitch, belted. Barkman takes it to center. Bauer back tracing. That'll hit one hop off the wall. Not the greatest jump off of first from Troyer. He'll go from first to third on that play, and there's the third double here in this inning for Waynedale. this time off of the bat of Hudson Barkman. So 2 on again, 1 out still. And the Golden Bears are opening things up here in the bottom half of the third. And that's some great power to get out of your 9-hole hitter, because now you go back to the top of the lineup with 2 runners in scoring position. Coblentz takes for a ball. Cale Lewis is at 55 pitches. Barkman at second, Troyer at third, Coblentz at the plate. Takes a strike. Coblentz 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. Cuts and misses here. Count even 2-2. Wind picks up again here at Waynedale High School. Next pitch from Cale Lewis. This one hit over to right. And this will be, it appears, the second consecutive sacrifice fly. It was a close play at the plate, but Troyer does score to make it 6-1. Got to give credit where it's due. Brady Heller, heck of a throw from right. Just not able to apply that tag at home. Tristan Franks back to the plate. He's walked twice in this one. Gets his first strike. Takes high, even count. Back up at 1-1. On that sacrifice, the runner at second moved over to third, so that's Barkman standing 90 feet from the plate as he'll go on this grounder. Scooped up by Wilson, throw to first. Mosier makes the catch and records the third out to send us to the 4th inning. Waynedale 6, Hillsdale 1 on the OH Report.
Looking for quality furniture with hometown service? Fickes Furniture in Drumsville has been family owned and trusted since 1941. We feature top brands like Heritage, Smith Brothers, Flexsteel, and more, all hand-picked for comfort and durability. Customize your space with full room packages or made-to-order pieces designed to fit your lifestyle and budget. Shop local, shop smart. Visit our showroom or browse anytime at fickesfurniture.com.
We have made our way to the top half of the 4th inning. Jonathon Langdon with you here on the OH Report. Brandon Powell is your camera operator for today's game. Waynedale off to a solid start, 6-1. They have increased their offense in each inning. They scored 1 run in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third. Falcons got their 1 run in the last inning on a fielder's choice with the bases loaded. Infield opted to go for the play at second, as it was the easier play in that scenario. So the Falcons got their run that way. Looking to get more base runners on. They have had their leadoff hitter reach in all 3 innings thus far. First pitch strike to Hunter Hickey. Swings out of his shoes at that one to go down 0-2. Hickey was at the plate in the last inning, but gets to come back because they threw out Knox Lewis for the final out, trying to steal. Another swing and a miss, but that's going to get to the backstop, and for the 4th consecutive inning, Falcons have a base runner. So that one just ate up Franks. Even if he knew where it was back there, he wasn't really going to have a chance to make the out at first. Deacon Borman sends that foul. He's 1 for 1 in this game. Yoder looks to first. Solid lead made. And that'll force Evan to step off. Hickey keeps that lead at first. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike to Borman. Up ahead 0-2. Yoder delivers again. That one in the dirt. Franks this time scoops it up. Keeps that runner over at first. Warming up for Hillsdale. Behind their dugout, Cam Sweet. Looks like he's going to get some action here at the bottom half of the fourth. Throw down is Hickey. Nearly thrown out, but able to get back in time. Counts 2-2. From down 0-2, Deacon Borman has worked into a full count. Yoder looks over to first. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on, grounded. That'll get past Coblentz at short for a base hit. And in this game right now, the problem has not been getting runners on. The problem for Hillsdale has been scoring them. 2 on with nobody out, and we're back to the top of the lineup, and coach is going to want to talk. So Yoder does some solid work. It appears they're going to go ahead and change things up on the mound. And Braden Steiner is going to get some play here for the Golden Bears. We'll let him warm up and take a break on the OH Report.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
So the junior Steiner will get some play on the mound here in this one tonight. 2-1 record, ERA under 1 with 12 strikeouts. And you see that opponent average. This guy is a tank. Good velocity, fastball, curveball, changeup. That's his sort of rotation. He was the one, unfortunately, however, to take the loss in their only loss this year to Glen Oak. Pitched 2/3 of an inning, walked 3 batters, allowed the walk-off win for the Golden Eagles in that game not too long ago. So Steiner continues to get loose. Want to take a second to thank our sponsors, bringing you this coverage on the OH Report. Simonson Construction Services, from concept to completion. We can help you make a plan, refine your vision, and build a path for success. North Central State College, providing individuals with the knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen paths. Also thanks to 89 Homes, building homes, earning trust since 1979. And finally, Fickes Furniture, 4th-generation company celebrating over 100 years in the furniture business, selling basket, flex steel, Smith Bros of Bern, and Mohawk flooring and Dutchcraft bedding with free delivery and removal of old furniture. Fickes Furniture, quality furniture at an affordable price. Still in the top half of the fourth. This is already for Waynedale their third pitcher that they have brought out in this game. See if Steiner can take it the rest of the way. Bauer turns to bunt, leans back, and takes a strike. Brock is 1 for 1 in this game. First baseman is in the grass. Third baseman at normal depth. Steiner just refused to throw the baseball right there, and that forced Bauer into a timeout. Not a bad play out of the pitcher. Turns the bunt again. This one is hit over towards third, and it gets to the gap of the defense for Waynedale. Beautifully placed bunt as Coblentz went to cover second. And that's now bases loaded with nobody out. Falcons continuing to put threats on the base paths, and now they've got Kyle Turk at the plate. That is pretty much the only place Bauer could have put that baseball to reach, and he did it. Turk fouls off the first pitch of this AB. Next pitch from Steiner. Falcons still trying to catch up to this velocity. Steiner's ahead 0-2. Bauer at first, Borman at second. Hunter Hickey at third. And a time at the plate by Turk. It looks like now we've got a time by the catcher. Franks wants to talk things over. And I guess we'll see what that means coming up. Bases loaded, nobody out. Kyle Turk. He's been behind a couple fastballs. See if they go to it again. That they do. First strikeout of the day for Steiner. Bases stay loaded, but there's an extra out on the board. This is a dangerous part of the lineup. Cale Lewis. And then on deck, one of their better hitters, Aiden Hoffman. This pitch wild, goes to the backstop. Runner from third trying to go home. Hickey dives in safely as the throw is high. You're going to see it again thanks to Fickes Furniture. It was a risk taken by Hickey, and it ends up paying off to make it 6-2. Falcons are keeping it within striking range. Runners now on second and third. There is no force in this situation anymore. As Lewis takes low. However, the strike is called. It's even at 1-1. Lewis had a call that he thought wasn't right in his last at-bat as well, and it carries over into this one. This one he packs out to center, making the catch close to the wall. Waynedale records the second out, but that won't be without a run scoring again as Borman crosses home plate. Kale gets the job done. It's a sacrifice to make it 6-3. That'll also move Brock Bauer to third, 90 feet away from scoring. Any wild pitch could score him as well. Falcons' best hitter at the plate. However, admittedly, today hasn't been his greatest day, 0 for 2. That pitch at the hands will sneak in. Counts 1-1. Steiner continues to pack some speed into these pitches. See if he goes back to it. Fouled back 1-2. Hoffman steps back in, ready to go. The 1-2 from Steiner. Forces a ground ball over to second, high hop. Throw is made, and the out is made. 2 runs come across in the top half of the fourth. Waynedale leads still 6-3 over the Hillsdale Falcons on the OH Report.
Looking for quality furniture with hometown service? Fickes Furniture in Drumsville has been family owned and trusted since 1941. We feature top brands like Heritage, Smith Brothers, Flexsteel, and more, all hand-picked for comfort and durability. Customize your space with full room packages or made-to-order pieces designed to fit your lifestyle and budget. Shop local, shop smart. Visit our showroom or browse anytime at fickesfurniture.com.
Made it halfway through this game. Cale Lewis remains in the game to pitch, despite the Golden Bears putting up 6 runs thus far. Hasn't been a bad day, despite seeing that number for Cale Lewis. 2 strikeouts. 4 walks will definitely be something he looks to clean up once we get to the postseason. We did see Kim Sweet warming up for Hillsdale, so not sure how much longer Cale's got. As we see a first pitch swing sneak through in fair play, and it goes down the left field line. And leading off the inning, Cam Miller's got a double. So just like they struck in the last inning, they've been able to get a number of doubles in this game. In fact, that is their 6th double of the game. And that pitch hits the next batter. Yoder's going to have first base. So the leash is getting shorter here for Cale as things start to pack up again. Josh Yoder quickly down 0-2. Lewis sitting in a tough situation with runners on first and second, nobody out. And you've got Yoder, who's already hit him pretty good in this game. Yoder takes here, throw down to second, and it's a nice fake out by the runner at second. Cam Miller forces a throw to second and makes his way to third. Runners on the corners now with a 2-2 count. Yoder takes again. Count is full. Still nobody out. The pitch to Yoder. Fouled off. We'll do it again. As that play was in. Good chance there for Hillsdale to maybe make an out. Yoder will see another. Grounds this one up the middle. And it looks like we'll trade 2 outs for a run. Here's the play again. It was awfully close at first. But the Falcons turned the 6-4-3 double play in exchange for a now 7-3 ball game. So with that whole situation, the bases go empty with 2 gone. First pitch swinging, this one's popped up by Schlebach. And running in, making the catch is Bauer to end the 4th inning. We will return with the 5th as the Golden Bears extend their lead to 7-3.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Find ourselves in the 5th inning from Waynedale High School. Thanks so much for joining us for this delayed stream here tonight. We apologize for that. No internet here at the field for us to bring you live coverage. We're working on a fix for the postseason. Hoping to bring you as much live coverage as we can on the OH Report. Falcons are back to the bats, as they've done a good job putting runs on the board, but not as many as they probably could have with some of the situations where they're leaving empty-handed. Reminder, this is Waynedale's 3rd pitcher so far today. As that one goes wild. Moves us to a 2-0 count on Brady Heller. So they started the game with Jordan Miller, went an inning before hurting himself diving to home plate. Then they got 2 innings out of Evan Yoder, and this is where they stand with Steiner. Count moves to 3-0. Heller likely taking all the way. We'll see how Steiner benefits on this. Misses high, ball 4. Another early base runner for Hillsdale. And we'll now see Knox Lewis step up. He's got one of the RBIs today. His brother Cale's got the other. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball, misses high. Reminder, Steiner's repertoire: fastball, curveball, changeup. That looked like the curveball. Pickoff attempt. Just able to sneak back in there. Heller will live to see another leadoff. Steiner hones in. Misses low. 6 straight balls to start the inning. That one sneaks in there right down the middle. And that ball just nicked Knox Lewis, who's going to get first base, and it looked like the umpire took a little bit of a shot too. Get you another look at that. Right to the jugular, it appears. Coach Dougherty goes to check on him, make sure everything's okay. Blue walks it off a little bit. And we'll have a meeting on the mound, too. So runners on first and second, nobody out. We've said this situation many times for Hillsdale in this game. As it looks like, we're going to see yet another pitching change. So this has just turned into a committee day, a bullpen game, you could say, for the Waynedale Golden Bears. In a 7-3 game, definitely still in reach for the Hillsdale Falcons. Waynedale is going to go ahead and hand off the baseball to a new pitcher, making his first appearance as a pitcher this season. We'll tell you all about him when we come back.
Looking for quality furniture with hometown service? Fickes Furniture in Drumsville has been family owned and trusted since 1941. We feature top brands like Heritage, Smith Brothers, Flexsteel, and more, all hand-picked for comfort and durability. Customize your space with full room packages or made-to-order pieces designed to fit your lifestyle and budget. Shop local, shop smart. Visit our showroom or browse anytime at fickesfurniture.com. Despite just a 4-run lead here for the Golden Bears, coach is trusting
his team to get it done by committee here on the mound. And they're going to a new face for the first time this season. Hudson Barkman will get some go in the middle of the infield. Runners on first and second, nobody out. See a pickoff attempt before the first pitch. This will be unique and interesting to see what Barkman can do in a situation like this. First pitch gets in there for a strike, as at the plate right now is Colton Mosier. Squares the bunt, pulls back. Mosier has walked and struck out in this game. Not been able to put anything in play. And how about that play from Tristan Franks? Saw the runner leading too far over at second, and he makes quite the play to gun it over to second and get the out. You can kind of see him in that replay, kind of gear up for it. He knew he was going for it right away, and the tag was just in time. Getting back to the plate. Counts 1-2. Mosier sends this one in play. Running on it is the right fielder. He makes the play, runs over to first, and just not able to get the double play. That was nearly the play of the season right there for Waynedale. Cam Miller moving from left over to right, I thought made the play. We can slow that down all we want. It won't change the call. So 2 gone. Runner on first still with 2 outs. This one lined over to short, just gets past Shane Coblentz. It was a tough liner right out his glove, and it popped up into the outfield. Back to a first and second situation for the Falcons. Deacon Borman, 2 for 2 in this game with a run scored. Can he keep the hot hitting up as he fouls that away? 0-2 the count. Another inning that this team potentially is going to look back on and think that we could have capitalized more on. Barkman delivers the 0-2. Breaking ball, doesn't break enough. One, 2 now. And it sneaks in there and leaves Borman walking back to the bench. 7-3, it stays. Golden Bears with a nice stand with a new pitcher on the mound.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
We missed our 5th inning stretch. We'll have it at the middle of the 6th instead. Cale Lewis remains out on the field for Hillsdale. Looking to try and get 5 innings of work here in this game in a 4-run game. Combined effort between him and the batting lineup. They've done their job of keeping this one close as we get down to the late stages. Seven, 8, 9 up here in the top of the 5th, or bottom of the 5th for Waynedale as that first pitch is in for a strike. Swings at the next one, belts it over to left. If it's fair, it's gone. It's fair and gone. Steiner's first home run of the season will make it 8-3 for Waynedale. He'll trot over back to the dugout and get some celebrations, but here it is again. Rocked that one over to left. Over the head of Turk in left. Next pitch. Lined foul. Logan Troyer looking to add to his day. He has scored in this one, hasn't recorded an official at-bat. Moves the count to 1-1 after taking outside. Next pitch cranked out towards center. Bauer makes a chase. There's out number 1. Seen some good swings out of Waynedale in this half inning. And here's a 9-hole hitter, newly installed pitcher, Hudson Barkman. He had a home run yesterday, so he could join the party if he wanted. 1-1 count here. If he can reach, we'd get back to the top of the order with Coblentz. Pops this one in foul ground. Trying to trace over towards play. Mosier had a chance. Just overran it. Counts 1-2 with 1 gone. Next pitch from Lewis. This one taken out to left as well. At the warning track, however, this one's caught by Turk. So 2 gone. We will get back to the top of the lineup. Coblentz 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Lewis appears he is on his last leg if he can get this out. That went in the dirt. "81 pitches for Cale in this game. Make it 82. That one sneaks in. Lewis got a low strike call, so he went right back to it. That time, though, missed. Counts 2-1. It's been a while since we saw Cam Sweet warm up for the Falcons. as the count has moved to 3-1, but it appears he is getting ready to go as he's just put his glove on in the dugout, as there's a walk to Coblentz. And here comes the coach. So there will be a pitching change with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Cam Sweet makes his way onto the field. He will take over on the mound for the Falcons when we come back from this break.
Looking for quality furniture with hometown service? Fickes Furniture in Drumsville has been family owned and trusted since 1941. We feature top brands like Heritage, Smith Brothers, Flexsteel, and more, all hand-picked for comfort and durability. Customize your space with full room packages or made-to-order pieces designed to fit your lifestyle and budget. Shop local, shop smart. Visit our showroom or browse anytime at fickesfurniture.com.
Warming up for the Hillsdale Falcons is the junior Cam Sweet. It's observing his first couple of pitches, much different release point as to what we saw out of Cale Lewis. Tends to throw a little more over the shoulder. See his numbers, 4.40 ERA. Opponents are averaging a 2.08 against him. He's nearing 20 strikeouts. And right now, it looks like he's motioning over towards coach that something's wrong. He's just went off of our frame. He's going over to coach. It feels like something is going on with his right arm. So he's gone over to talk to coach. Trainers for Waynedale's come over to check in on things. As you see it there. And it appears he's not going to be able to go. So during his warm-ups, Cam has appeared to do something to his arm that likely won't allow him to go in this game, so they are going to a new arm. Cam continues to talk with the trainer about what exactly is going wrong, and as he does that, it's unfortunate, but he's not going to be able to pitch in this game. They've already gone to an alternative, who is Deacon Borman, who is making his first ever pitching appearance this year. So we'll see what Deacon does, because you put him in this situation. He's going to have a tough lineup to go up against for his first app. He is the 8th pitcher this year for Hillsdale after this. Fortunately for him, he just has to make one out here in the bottom of the 5th. Already 2 have been accounted for. Runner is on first. It's Shane Coblentz who will lead off. At the plate, Tristan Franks. So after all of that, we finally got a pitcher on the mound for Hillsdale. And we're ready to go. Borman, his first pitch of the season. Runner goes on the first pitch. Coblentz dives towards second. Throw not even close. As Kale moves to shortstop after a nice outing for him. That first pitch missed low. This one misses high. Two 2-0 the count in an 8-3 ball game. Next pitch from Borman. Can't quite find the zone. That's fouled back just behind me. Next delivery, low and away. Frank's in a hitter's count. Runner goes again. Throw to third is wild. And Coblentz is going to have an easy cruise, 90 feet, to score another run. It's 9-3. See the wild throw. Got past the third baseman, Wilson. And that won't go on Borman, but already moving from first to home there pretty easily was Coblentz to score another run. And they've got another run on first with Franks. Cam Miller at the plate now. Takes strike one. Counts even. Miller 3 for 3 today. Might go for a heat check on this at-bat. Breaking ball in the dirt. Borman a quick look to first. He'll now fire to the plate. In the dirt again, 2-1 or 3-1. Just got to get one out here if you're Hillsdale, but not going to make it easy here, Waynedale. Next pitch popped foul. And we're now in another full count. Deacon Borman up against Cam Miller. Next pitch, payoff is belted to left for a base hit. Station to station go the Golden Bears. I overheard Cam before when he was in the on-deck circle say he was going to swing hard. That he did. Belted that one over to left. And this keeps the inning going. Evan Yoder now. Looks at another one in the dirt. Evan watches another one go low. Counts 2-0. Josh Yoder on deck. If Evan can reach. Next delivery. It's not getting any elevation on these pitches right now for Deacon. The rest of the runs, or the rest of the runners on base right now on first and second, those would be earned runs here for Deacon. Next pitch to Yoder misses, and there's a 4-pitch walk. Bases are loaded for Josh Yoder. Believe it or not, a swing of the bat can end it. Ducks on the pond, 2 gone. Josh Yoder swings at the first pitch, lines it over to left. Actually, it was the third baseman that's able to make a play. Wilson hauls in the catch, gets him out of a tough situation. We move to the 6th. Waynedale 9, Hillsdale 3.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Hudson Barkman will continue to deal for the Golden Bears in this one as we hit the 6th inning. 4th pitcher today for Waynedale. And we'll see the top of the lineup come up for Hillsdale to start this inning. 1, 2, 3, Bauer, Turk, and then Lewis. Cale Lewis. Waynedale has scored a run in each inning thus far. Scored 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, and then a run in the 4th and 2 in the 5th. Falcons last scored in the 4th. They put 2 on the board in that frame. Bauer fouls off the first pitch here. Next pitch to Bauer. Barkman can't sneak it in the zone. Here's a 1-1. Breaking ball. Nicely placed. Gets ahead in the count. Sneaks that into the zone of the 6-foot junior. See if he can do it again. Bauer swings, gets that to right. Cam Miller right underneath it. There's out number 1. There's your Fickes Furniture replay as well. This has been a solid first showing for Barkman. 14 pitches, 11 strikes. That one, however, misses barely.
Great spot, kid. Keep shoving, keep shoving.
That one goes wild. 2-0 the count.
1-3.
He's pitched 1 in the 3rd with a K. Nothing else. Kyle Turk in a solid count, 3-0. Sophomore waits for the next delivery. That one in there. Turk turned away. Wind up the set, another one. Gets a swing and a miss. From 3-0 to 3-2. Can he get the job done here? The pitch to Turk. Swung on, taken over to left. Tough place to trace. Can't quite do it. And that will be a stand-up double for Kyle Turk. Got to applaud the effort over and left by Schlebach, but just couldn't quite make the play. And that gives Cale Lewis a good opportunity to try and drive a run. First one is a little high. How's the first hit given up by Barkman? Looks the runner back to second. Will deliver now. Foul tip by Lewis. That was the first double of the game for Hillsdale on the last at bat. Lewis in 1-1 count. We'll see another pitch from Barkman. That one snuck in there. One double for Hillsdale compared to Waynedale, and they've got 6 of those things. Also got a home run out of Steiner. Here's a 1-2. And a cut and a miss. Barkman's got a second strikeout. And he takes us to 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th. But his biggest test yet stands at the plate, Aiden Hoffman. This one dribbles on the dirt. Hoffman quickly ahead. Talks about the biggest test here for Barkman, but this is a good day to catch him. He's 0 for 3. Turns towards second. Nobody was covering. "25 pitches on the mound for Hudson. Sneaks that one on the upper edge. Gets a generous call to take the count 1-1. Golden Bears lead the Falcons 9-3. Hillsdale had some momentum going up until the 4th. They've not scored since. But they do have a threat in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Grounded over to second. Scooped up by Evan Yoder. Throw to first. Troyer makes the catch and ends the top half of the 6th. And with that, we are going to take ourselves to the 5th inning stretch, brought to you by North Central State College. Not a bad day at the bats for either team by any means, but you see Waynedale with the edge, 9-3. 7 hits for Hillsdale compared to Waynedale's 11. An error for the Falcons. That proved vital. Same could be said, though, for Waynedale, too. All 3 of those errors have played factors into a couple of runs that have crossed on the board. So as we see Deacon Borman continue to warm up for Hillsdale, I want to thank our sponsors here in this 5th inning stretch. Simonson Construction Services. From concept to completion, we can help you make a plan, refine your vision, and build a path for success. Also thanks to North Central State College, providing individuals with the knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen paths. Also thanks to 89 Homes, building homes, earning trust since 1979, and Fickes Furniture, quality furniture at an affordable price. Foreman gets some love over on the mound. As we take it back out to play. Bottom 6. Schlebach fouls off the first pitch. 1 for 3 today with an RBI. Also scored a run. He has one of those 6 doubles we talked about earlier. This breaking ball, some of the biggest dip we've seen today. That one's still not able to sneak into the zone. Next pitch is a 1-1. That one's in there. Schlebach batting .500 coming into today through the last 5 games with 3 RBIs. Keeps himself alive in this at-bat. Count stays 1-2. Borman still looking for his first strikeout of the season. Not able to get a generous call there, even 2-2. Next pitch. Gets that strikeout. First one of the game, first one of the season for him. Third of the game for the Falcons pitching staff. Braden Steiner steps up. Takes his first pitch low. He went yard in his last AB. It's been a solid day for him, too. 2 for 2, 2 RBIs, 2 runs. Next pitch. In there, 1-1. Borman continues to deal. Gets one there. Takes one low and outside. If you add in his game yesterday, he is 4 for 6 in this series with a double and a homer. Swings at this one, takes it out to right. Backing up towards the baseball is Brady Heller. There's out number 2. So Steiner, for the first time today, is retired. This will bring Troyer back to the plate. And another low strike called. As we approach the 2-hour mark in this game. Breaking ball gets into the zone for an 0-2 count. With 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th. Golden Bears in command. 9-3. Another pitch from Borman. Lined over to right. Heller won't get there in time. It's a base knock. So Troyer trots to first, and we're back to the 9-hole hitter, Hudson Barkman. Already has plenty of insurance, but would love to help himself out even more. He's 1 for 3 in this contest with a strikeout. Takes one in the dirt. That gets past Knox Lewis. Free base for Troyer. Plenty of runners have touched second for Waynedale. See if this one can score. In the dirt again. However, this time Troyer will stay. Count is 2-1. Three pitches that have looked pretty much identical to each other has taken this count to 3-1. as Borman struggles to find the strike zone. No problem there as that's grounded over to short. Throw over to first is in time as Knox Kale Lewis makes the out, and we head to the 7th. 9-3, 3 outs to go, and the Golden Bears achieve perfection in the WCAL. We'll see if they can close it out on the OH Report.
Looking for quality furniture with hometown service? Fickes Furniture in Drumsville has been family owned and trusted since 1941. We feature top brands like Heritage, Smith Brothers, Flexsteel, and more, all hand-picked for comfort and durability. Customize your space with full room packages or made-to-order pieces designed to fit your lifestyle and budget. Shop local, shop smart. Visit our showroom or browse anytime at fickesfurniture.com.
Last chance for the Hillsdale Falcons to keep this game alive. And you're watching it here on the OH Report. Jonathon Langdon with you. Camera operated today up top of the Waynedale dugout is Brandon Powell. As we're going to see a couple pinch hitters come in for Hillsdale. As Hudson Barkman looks to continue his solid start to his pitching season. This is Cruz Conrad at the plate for Hillsdale. He'll take a first pitch strike. See if Cruz can kickstart something. Has an even count right now, 1-1. This will be pitch number 30. Gets a cut and a whiff out of Conrad. He's up ahead 1-2. Barkman, strikeout number 3. Not a bad swing from Conrad, just maybe a little ahead on the pitch. He anticipated the fastball, but overcompensated. Another pinch hitter, Connor Helbert this time. Also swings early. And now he's down in a hole after taking a cut at that breaking ball in the dirt. Next pitch is in there. Barkman settling in on the mound. That's back-to-back strikeouts. Got that batter on 3 pitches, and now he's got Dylan Fickes to deal with. That one inside. Barkman loses this count 2-0 thus far to the senior Fickes. Next pitch forces a pop-up. This will be out of play, however. And it bounces right next to the bleachers. Nobody was really concerned about it. Nobody really moved out of the way. Coach gets the ball back. Here's a 2-1. That one gets away. Hitters count here for Dylan Fickes. But at this point with 2 outs, just really want to make sure you get on base. And he does that. Take your base, Dylan Fickes. Got a runner on Hillsdale, 2 outs. Last hope. And now the pressure turns to Hunter Hickey. Hickey's 0 for 3 in this game, but he did score. He reached on his third at bat on a drop third strike. Some pressure building up on Barkman right now, just trying to dial in. 3 strikes away from winning. Still some obstacles in front of him. Half-hearted swing. Hickey did go. So it's 2-1. Fickes not far of a lead. Pitch misses high. 3-1 counts now to the last 2 batters. This one, however, sneaks in. We're going to have a full count. Payoff for the game, potentially. This is for a lot in program history. Next pitch. Misses high. Runner goes. No throw. It's ball 4. Got time on the field. Catcher will go talk with the pitcher. So Franks wants to kind of get things together with Barker on the mound right now. Waynedale is 1 out away from their first perfect WCAL season in the Max Preps era. Deacon Borman trying to stop him for now. This one's popped foul again, so go out of play. Borman down 0-1. Takes another pitch from Barkman. Swings and cuts and misses at it. Down 0-2. Seems that the mound visit has worked thus far. 1 strike away from 14-0. Looks over at the runner at second. Here's the 0-2 delivery. And it's in there. Gets Borman looking. Ball game. And for the first time in the Max Preps era, the Golden Bears have gone 14-0 in WCAL play. That is a final here from Waynedale High School, a team, a program that has made so much history, has made even more here tonight. We're going to take a break, come back with your MVP interview as Golden Bears win 9-3 over the Hillsdale Falcons, secure the league sweep this week.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Catch the best plays from this game and all others on the OH Report every Wednesday on the Roundup with me, Big League Berardi.
Looking for quality furniture with hometown service? Fickes Furniture in Drumsville has been family owned and trusted since 1941. We feature top brands like Heritage, Smith Brothers, Flexsteel, and more, all hand-picked for comfort and durability. Customize your space with full room packages or made-to-order pieces designed to fit your lifestyle and budget. Shop local, shop smart. Visit our showroom or browse anytime at fickesfurniture.com.
Looking for the best high school sports coverage in Ohio? You found it right here on the OH Report. From the field to the court, we've got it all. OH Report brings you local coverage like nobody else in the area, live and free. Follow OH Report now and never miss a moment of the action. Don't just watch, be a part of the game with OH Report, the future of local sports.
And it's time for your post-game show, brought to you by North Central State College. Waynedale's done it. They've gone 14-0 in the WCAL, but the job is not finished. This is a team with higher standards. They've got 2 state championships in the last 5 years, looking to get right back to things this year. They take down the Falcons today. Plenty more moving forward. They win this one 9-3. As you see, Coach Dougherty talking to his team out in left field. We're going to talk to Braden Steiner, your MVP, later on in this broadcast, so make sure to stay tuned. You see the final line score there. 3-7-1, not bad for Hillsdale. Just a lot of base runners that they stranded a couple times in this game, and that's kudos to the pitching for Waynedale. They've been able to do a good job of limiting runs all year long, and then also getting 12 hits today, just like they did yesterday, where they recorded 14 hits on 10 runs. So pretty similar contribution for the Golden Bears. As they break their huddle, we will take a break and talk to Braden Steiner here in a few moments.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Time now for your 89 Homes Player of the Game on the OH Report, brought to you by 89 Homes, and brought to you is Braden Steiner, who just hit his first home run of the season in this one to help clinch a perfect 14-0 season in the WCAL. So, Braden, I want to ask you about that first. How does it feel to go unblemished in league play?
It feels pretty good. I know we worked really hard for this, and I know everyone on this team deserves it.
So let's take you back to that at-bat where you were able to get a big fly out. So what were you seeing from the pitcher, and what ended up going into you taking that out to left?
I first saw a curveball, which he hung right down the middle. And I was just thinking if he was going to hang it again, I was just going to try to swing honestly as hard as I could and see what I could do with it.
Yeah, well, you got the job done. And then also talking about pitching, you were one of 4 to make your way to the mound today for Waynedale.
Yep.
So just tell me about the whole committee sort of deal that you had to go through today with Jordan going down so early, and how you guys think you did.
Yeah, I think we did pretty good all in all, especially Hudson. Coming in to pitch for the first time, it was pretty good, and I think we all just needed to throw strikes, and that got the job done.
And then final question for you, just talking about moving forward. Of course, you've got the 14-0 season in the league, but of course you've got bigger aspirations. What is this going to do for you guys moving forward?
This is definitely going to give us a big confidence booster moving forward into the next couple games, so see where that leads us.
And final thing, looking at that camera, give some shout-outs.
I'll shout out Hudson Barkman, Tristan Franks, and Jordan Miller.
Totally not forced shout-outs at all.
No,
Congratulations.
Not at all.
Congratulations, Braden.
Thank you.
Looking for quality furniture with hometown service? Fickes Furniture in Drumsville has been family owned and trusted since 1941. We feature top brands like Heritage, Smith Brothers, Flexsteel, and more, all hand-picked for comfort and durability. Customize your space with full room packages or made-to-order pieces, designed to fit your lifestyle and budget. Shop local, shop smart. Visit our showroom or browse anytime at fickesfurniture.com.